Right, it's Leon. Hope you have a wonderful new year, and what a better way to end 2024, which has been a terrible year for United, than to do a buy or sell for January and the summer, because Ruben needs it. Ruben needs to be this serious when it comes to getting these players out the door. And first off, Ten Hag, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, John Murta, Richard Arnold, whoever you want to blame, they've done irreversible damage to this squad over the past 2 seasons. Every single signing Ten Hag made, also plays he let go. He let David De Gea go. The best keeper I've ever seen with my eyes, not in real person, on the telly. I've seen him in person, but on the telly, I've never seen a goalkeeper better than De Gea. Courtois, Alisson, I don't care. De Gea's the best keeper I've ever seen. Ronaldo, he let him walk. The signings, Anthony, Ten Hag, we can never speak about him around United ever again. He should be banned from Old Trafford for the players he signed. Amas, he's already in S, because we're doing S is keep or F is sell. So we're loading Amas, give him Rude in January, or just loading him to the Championship as soon as possible, because Man United youngsters, every single Manchester United youngster is hyped up. They're always hyped through the academy, always. Then they finally break through and they never get a chance, unless you're a Mainu who just happens to get a chance, or a Rashford, but you never get a chance, and then you get sold for crumbs. Iqbal, Charlie Savage, and you can't do that to a youngster. Harry, I don't know where you've gone. Oh, he's over here. We're keeping Harry Maguire. He's got 6 months left on his deal, but there's a year for an option. I'm saying, are Man United going to sign 3 centre-backs in the summer after signing 2? No, we're not. Just keep him around. Just trigger the you could even just trigger the option. Just give him a year. He used to be captain, can do a job. Already played a lot for Amorim. I think Amorim likes him, and he can do a job in about 3. So I'm keeping Maguire around, because we just can't afford to keep buying centre-backs at the moment. Come on, man. Come on. Come on, Ten Hag. Edwin van der Sar, we should ban him too. He was sporting director at Ajax when this deal went through, and he destroyed us. He destroyed us. John Murta came with the £85 million, and Van der Sar should have said, I'll have mercy. I'll have mercy. I don't want to do it to you, because you're getting fleeced if you cared about... Anthony, you're going. £85 million. I'd let him go for free to get him away from the club, unless Amorim wants him, because there is an angle where he plays that right wing back role really well. He's aggressive, can get stuck in, and if Amorim can work with him and get him playing well in that right wing back role, I'd keep him. I would, because you've spent £85 million on a player that if you can get something out of him, you get it out of him. Kobe Mainu. Now look, this is concerning with Kobe at the moment. Apparently Man United can't get a new deal over the line with him. They just can't do it. They just can't come to an agreement. That's what journalists are saying currently. And if you was to lose a player like Mainu, which I think is unlikely, obviously came for the academy, will want to sign a new deal as a United fan, but sometimes it comes down to cold hard cash. And when you're around players like Bruno, Casemiro, Rashford, who are on £300,000+ a week and aren't performing, you can see why Mainu goes, you know what, I want 150, give me 100. Don't try and just give me 50. I want big money, because players around him all on that, and they don't perform, and Mainu does. So get the deal done now. Casemiro is 70. Just don't give him what he wants, because players can lose hunger quick in football. And I don't think he will, because he is young, but it can happen if you're giving too much money, as you've seen with Aubameyang. I think Salah took a year off, didn't he? Rashford, Casemiro. Sometimes when they get these big deals, they do lose focus. So I'd get it over the line, but I wouldn't give him the world. Bainadir, whatever your name is, I'm keeping around. Look, whoa, it might sound like him in bloody Iraq with the fireworks, but Bainadir was Fenerbahce's number 1. That counts for something. If you're number 1 for a European giant, that counts. We got him in and he hasn't played, so every single time he plays, he's rusty, which is totally reasonable for him to be rusty. So I'd keep him around as a perfect number 2. I'd be rusty if they threw me in net. You'd be rusty. It's perfectly fine for him to be rusty and to have a few mistakes in him when he plays. It's fine. It is fine. So he's been rusty, but I'm keeping him because he's a solid second keeper. Get out my club. Every single time he's played over the past few weeks, it's been a disaster class. When a youngster has a year and a half out of football, when they've not really been playing week in, week out for that long, like when did he come through at Feyenoord? I've not got the idea. I've not got the data on that, so I don't know when he came through. But let's say he was only playing for 2 seasons, then had a year and a half off. That can kill a player's career, confidence-wise, ability-wise, progression-wise. And it will take time for him to get half decent again. But pre-injury he wasn't half decent. Pre-injury he was rusty and bad. So I'd get him gone. What was he, 12 mil? 10 arc signing. These 10 arc signings are all tainted. Say what you want, they're all tainted. They're all average. So I'm getting my last year out of here. Just got a new deal. I think he's got, what is he, a 3+1 now? Or a 2+1, whatever it is. I think he's on around 300k a week now. Captain, world class, elite. Unless an offer from Saudi come in for like 100, I'd keep him. Even if the offer came in, maybe I'd keep him, because you've got to hold on to your gems in a rebuild. Because out of this squad, you're probably going to end up with 7, 8, 9 players in this S tier. You won't get it loaned. So Bruno, I love him. Captain, build around him, but needs to adapt to the Amorim ball. He has to adapt to the Amorim ball. He already is. We're not seeing that many super passes, too many look up, booted out of play passes, just shots from 100 miles out. We're not seeing many of them anymore. But I don't think his role's going to be in that cam role. I think he's going to drop into a 2 in the midfield in the long term for Amorim. I don't think every week he'll be playing in that cam role. So he does need to adapt, but I'm keeping Bruno around, of course. Some signing. Was on the verge of joining West Ham, and we said, whoa, you're not taking Mazraoui. He's a perfect player for Amorim for United, based off the versatility. What? Ten Hag started him at cam in the final days, when he was having some type of mental episode. Threw him in at cam. Versatile as anything, and they're the type of players you need at a rebuild. Been dropping 7 out of 10s consistently. Had a few bad games over the last few weeks, but that's the United effect. So don't look too much into it. These were all great players when they come in first, and they do fall off, so I'll give him a pass over the last few weeks, but I'm keeping Mazraoui. Versatility being a huge part. Do we even need to talk about this? In the conversation for best CDM that's ever played the game, £350,000 a week, £65 million fee. Horrific business. But if Casemiro, when we signed him, walked into a Man City team and not a United team, he'd still be the Casemiro of old. Just the wrong squad, the wrong time, the wrong group of players. It's just all wrong. If you threw Rodri in United right now, it'd be the same situation. These players only make differences in teams that they can make differences in, and this is such a bad group of players that you can't do everything, and it's just not worked out, and that's all you can say. So you've got to go. Saudi Arabia, PIF, Al Nassr, Al Ittihad, Al Ahly, Al Hilal. Come and take him. Give us 60 and you can have him in Jan. Obi Martin, play him, loan him out, keep him in the squad. As long as he gets minutes, I don't care. We cannot ruin this player. There is no world where we ruin this guy. Ripped it up at Arsenal. I think we give him a big contract for his age, and he's expected to deliver. So when he gets that chance, he has to get the chance though. We can't not give him a chance. So you can loan him out, or you can use him. That's the two options. Collier. I'm keeping this guy around every single day of the week. So highly rated at Brighton. It was a coup when we got him. Needs to develop though. Same with Obi Martin. Same with Amos. Needs a loan or he needs minutes. Because we can't afford to ruin these apparent gems. So, same situation. Give him minutes. Loan him. He just has to get minutes in. He has to develop. I was split on a sell or a keep for the low because I know Madrid would want him. Milan would want him. These elite clubs would want him. But he's been playing every single week for I don't know how many years now. And he's so inconsistent. He is so inconsistent. So unless he picks it up, I'd happily sell him. But I'm keeping him for now. If he gets consistent, I'm definitely keeping him. But if he drops some more stinkers, I could put him in there. But just for this, I'll keep him because I don't want to get into it. He's so inconsistent though, Delo, I think. I want to do that so bad. I want to sack Onana off so bad. But the issue with sacking Onana in is we're not going to get a good replacement. What we should do is sack him off, pick up the phone, Dave. I know you still got that house in Manchester. I know you still got a few friends in Manny. Come on, son. That's what we need to do. Because the damage Eric Ten Hag done to this team is it's unfixable at this point, because we had a keeper at United for 13 years, 12 years, dropping consistent 8 out of 10s and Superman saves. And we got rid of him after winning a Golden Glove for a guy that plays out the back. But we don't even play out the back because these players can't play out the back. And he's not even a good shot stopper. So if we could sell him, I'd sell him tomorrow. But we're not going to be able to sell him, so we're going to have to keep him around. I'm not happy about it. I'd sell him every single day of the week. But I'm trying to be a bit realistic. And the truth is we can't sell him. Are we 4-5 deep into the Rashford saga now when it comes to vids? Just go, son. It's over. Negative presence. Bad role model for some of these players in the squad, I think. Based off the way he acts off the pitch. One good season out of the last 4. And yeah, it's over, isn't it? He's going to go in Jan on loan maybe, or in the summer for a big fee, hopefully. But you know how I feel about Rashford. If not, go and check out the 4 or 5 vids I've done. It's over for Rashford. Our Rolls Royce. Look, there's a reason this guy went to Juventus for 70 M's at 21. There's class there. And once we do plug some holes and we're running a Delict, Yoro, Leacher back line, we'll be flying. We will be flying. But for now, we're obviously bad. But I'm keeping Delict. I don't need to get into Delict. He's been alright at the moment. He'll improve as we improve. I love him. This next player, right? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I hate you for this. Ten Hag is probably the reason he got sacked. You dropped a player of the month for no reason to play Mazraoui at 10 and benched your best player. Ed Woodward's second. He done 2 good things, United, Ed Woodward. Bring Diallo in and bring Ronaldo back. Special though, isn't it? It is special. He's in such good form. You've got to build around him. He's the only exciting player in our squad, to be honest. And Solskjaer, Ten Hag put him on trial at The Hague for war crimes, for benching this guy for that long, for freezing him out. Don't forget the Solskjaer issues. Throws Diallo out and throws Dallo out. These are 2 players that had no business being in the United starting 11 when Ollie was here. I know Leacher isn't here, by the way. Leacher isn't here, but I'll put him there. I'll throw Leacher there because he's a bit small, but he's elite. Leacher's elite, you know he is. Breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. But it's over. Look, you play a bit because you're in the squad, but it's over. Dead footballer now. Doesn't provide enough. Doesn't move quick enough. All that stuff. Look, Ten Hag's here, right? But let's say this is Amorim. Throw Amorim on him. Give him a 5-year deal and just back him to the hills. Because Sporting are going to walk a title in Portugal this year. And that's what Amorim gave up. Amorim gave up another league title on his CV to come to United and try and salvage this season for us. And for that alone, I'll love you forever. It's getting a bit top heavy here. But in the real world, I'd like to do that. And yeah, in the real world, I would like to do that. But you know what I mean? Well, you know, yeah. So Evans, I'm keeping Evans. Safe pair of hands. As I said with Maguire, we're not going to sign 5, 4, 3 centre-backs. So 5th choice, Maguire's 4th choice. I'd keep Evans around. Give him a deal as long as he wants. If he says he wants to play for the next 3 seasons, I'd keep him around for the next 3. Just as a 5th choice. Because he's going to drop a 6 out of 10, a 7 out of 10 whenever you need to. And the occasional 10. So Evans, love you forever, United legend. And the last remnants, obviously, except for the whole of Carrington, the United kitchen, and probably the changing rooms of the Fergie era. So Evans, you're staying, son. 60 M's bargain. Jason Wilcox's wet dream. Apparently he was back and forth to Paris like 2 young lovers. That's how much he's back and forth. So fair play to the new sporting director. Amorim knows him in and out. He knows Amorim in and out. Been good. Dodgy at first, but found his feet. Build around him. He already is proven to work in that pivot for Amorim. And he'll work again, no doubt. You know what? This sounds crazy. But maybe. I'd want 70, 60. Ems. But when he starts, he isn't good. Or he's not good enough consistently when he starts. When he comes off the bench, he's good because he's quick. He's got no composure. His finishing isn't too good. And he needs to develop quick. Or he could obviously be there. He needs to develop quick. You know what? For players I'd love to, who are on watch, these are all on watch. No, third, I think. Third season in the main team. And he needs to develop quick, he does. Because the hype does not match the talent at all. Don't get it twisted. Rodrigo isn't as hyped as this guy, and Rodrigo's elite. There's players in the... Genuinely, I don't think Heung-min Son has a level of... has ever in his career, or right now, has the Garnacho level of hype. When the talent is... Son's probably 3 times the player Garnacho is, but he's never had that level of hype. The PR machine on this guy, compared to talent, is nowhere to be seen. The Dan James comparison is so real. He's done his job. Every single striker over the past few years, it's been a graveyard shift at United, other than Ronaldo. But Ronaldo's an anomaly. He's elite. Højlund is staying. Hopefully Amorim can have that Gyökeres effect. We need another striker to supplement him that's not Xerxes, that's not just an absolute piece of dead weight. He's been good when he can. Not been too consistent, but he's had injuries. Next season's huge for him. Huge. Because Amorim can get the ball to him. Like they consistently got the ball to Victor Gyökeres. We'll be laughing. Just like Martin, Collier, Amas. Needs minutes. Ten Hag kept this guy around in the summer. And it's bordering on child cruelty. I know he's a 19-year-old lad, but it's bordering on child cruelty. Keeping him around knowing he'll never get a minute and not develop at all makes you sick. He needs minutes and he needs them quick, because not everyone's a Diallo where you can sit on the bench, get your chance and blow up. A lot of players need early minutes, so give him bloody minutes. Now this sounds crazy, but Real Madrid wanted him. That's enough for me. That Real Madrid wanted him to keep him at the club for the next few years. He got an injury as soon as he joined, which is just unlucky, so we've not seen the Euro effect. But as he gets more minutes, he'll improve, and he was odds on to go to Madrid all summer, and then bang, Ianos is Euro. Thank you very much. So, Leach, Euro, that's my back 3 in this Amorim system. And we'll see, won't we? We'll see how he improves. Absolute coup from United, by the way. Love it. Victor, sorry son. Too injury prone. Sad ending for Lindelof. Really good footballer. If he went to Spain 3 years ago, he could play for Atleti, could play for Real, could play for Barcelona 3 years ago. Just didn't leave, didn't jump ship. Too injury prone. Never got a consistent run of games over the past 2 seasons. Obviously he was Solskjaer's main man. But it's a sad ending for Lindelof, but he just got to go. Contract's up in the summer. We'll go on a free. I'll love you forever, Lindelof, because you had some good games. Very, very unique profile of centre-back. Very unique. Now look, I know. Oh, he's a human. He's a human. You know when you pull a human off the pitch who's on 100 odd K a week. He's a human. Whatever Gary Neville said. Look, strikers have one job in this world when you're on a football pitch. Score goals. Or look like you're going to score a goal to a point. He never looks like he's going to score a goal. Always looks sad. And I think he scored once. Just dead. Send him back to Italy, please. Try and get some fee. Maybe loan him until the summer and see if that can be a boost and get him in the United kit again next season. I don't know, but it's got too weird. It's got too weird. He's just not performed. Mason Mount. Embarrassment. Got no legs or back. Whatever his issue is, it's embarrassing that we didn't pick it up when we signed him. And I'll hate him forever. This guy wears the number 7 shirt. He wears the number 7 shirt. And he's never played a 90 minutes in the United top. Just, right. Chelsea sold us a youth academy graduate who's blue-blooded, Chelsea through and through. Probably had the armband at some points. Won the Champions League with them. For 60 mil. For what reason? Because they knew his legs were gone. We got scammed. Leave the club, Mount. I don't like you. You have no legs. Oh, you have no legs. I do not like you. Sort it out. When you're fit, you go to England. You go to a World Cup or Euros, whatever it was, when you've not played all season, which is just disrespect to the badge. I don't even want to go. The disrespect to the badge that's shown was bad enough. But the fact that you've barely played this season, you're an embarrassment. Injury prone, disgusting. Go. So I'm flogging all of these. These are all on serious fraud watch. If we could sell him, I'd sell him today. But I'm keeping these men. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We need some big signings. What a job he's got in his hands. But there's no better man to do it than Amorim. Don't get it twisted. He's the best man for the job. And yeah. Dead weight. Oh, it annoys you. Because look at the money that's spent on that bench. Ten Hag signing, 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 Ten Hag signing. Eric Ten Hag. Disgusting. Disgusting. But that's where we're at. Let me know what you do. Because that's what I do.